brush on the chin of the challenger. Combinations, and no timber.
Williams will survive the round. A left by Clay, left to the right. Williams following his back, but the bell will ring, but they'll keep counting.
First on this list of legends is none other than the late great heavyweight hitter, George Foreman. Known for his raw, thudding power, Foreman could flatten opponents with short, compact punches, even in his 40s. January 22nd, 1973, George Foreman versus Joe Frazier. The fight that made George Foreman. Frazier was the undefeated heavyweight champ of the world, and Foreman destroyed him, scoring 6 knockdowns in just the first 2 rounds for the TKO win.
Trainer right next to me is saying it. You may hear him. Down goes Frazier! Down goes Frazier! Down goes Frazier! Foreman is all over Joe Frazier. Frazier is down again. The first round of Joe Frazier. Down again. No saving by the bell. And so the fight continues. 3 knockdowns in the first round. He is all over Frazier again. He has Frazier in the corner. Frazier's knees buckled. He is down for the 4th time in the fight. Arena, a quick left from George. Another. Frazier is down for the 5th time in this fight. Frazier is ready to go again. Joe is standing. There he goes. Fight is stopped. It is over. It is over. The 2nd round. George Foreman is the heavyweight champion of the world.
21 years later, a 45-year-old Foreman would knock out Michael Moorer to become the oldest heavyweight champion in history.
Here in round 10, there's a right hand. Down goes Moorer. He's flat on his back. I don't believe this. Joe Cortez pulls up the count. It is over. The miracle that no one thought possible.
In June 1990, he knocks out Adelson Rodriguez with a vicious left hook.
Heavy punches could have flattened him. There's 2 heavy punches. You can see if they were up on the head like that one was. Great big guys like this. A real heavy. Tucson, Arizona in July of '89. Both won with the 2nd round. Inside more than Dundee would want. He's open. There's the shot. A left hook catches him. He's not going to make it. It's 8, 9, and 10. 2nd round. Knockout for George Foreman. 21 years old. It came at George Foreman scores a big knockout. He didn't throw a lot of punches in the 1st round. Coming out of retirement, as we see it again, look for the left hook. He sets it up here. Right hand misses now.
Better get your popcorn and your beers and find your seat real quick, because this fight don't necessarily have to go 12 rounds, because I'm out there to rip his head off. I got H-U-R-T written in my mind. That means I'm going to destruct and destroy.
Marvelous Marvin Haggler, a relentless southpaw with granite chin and devastating finishing ability. Haggler wore opponents down and closed the show violently. February 16th, 1980, Haggler sends Lusif Hamani through the ropes with his thudding power.
Does he feel some of the tradition in his bones? Late great Marcel Cerdan, trained in a gym where Cerdan trained. The draw that haunts him still against Vito Antuofermo.
Hamani is slipping punches and he's not countering, Tim.
Good, straight right.
Hamani is hurt.
Another right hand. He's got him in trouble. He's on the ropes and that's it. It's into the press row. Took several tough shots as he was sagging on the ropes. Hamani receiving attention. He's apparently all right.
There's a right hook behind it.
And here's an example of what can happen. No support from those ropes. He takes a left and a right, and he's practically out cold.
Haggler versus Hearns, officially known as The War, took place on April 15th, 1985. It is widely regarded as one of the greatest fights in boxing history, despite lasting only 3 rounds.
Round 1. Haggler.
Marvin Haggler only wants the body. He bangs. Hurts him with a right hand. Hurt another right. Haggler, he's hurt. Haggler is done.
So is Haggler coming in like a right. Marvin with a good left hand. There's blood all over Marvin Haggler's face. Haggler relentless, but Hearns trying to box his way out. Effectively. Tremendous first round. And again, Haggler bloody. Great first round. Wow. Incredible.
In the third, Haggler unleashed a furious attack. He rocked Hearns with a big right hand, then landed a devastating combination that sent Hearns sprawling to the canvas.
Another right hand, takes another right. Hearns in deep trouble again. Hearns is down. Hearns is down in the third round. I don't believe. Does he get up? He just doesn't know. He can't continue. It's Haggler, full of blood. Blood, no doubt, impeding his vision, stopping him in the third round after Hearns almost ended it on a first round knockout. It didn't go very far, but it was a beauty.
And Tommy Hearns predicted a knockout in the third. Instead, it is Marvin Haggler, and we certainly hope Tommy Hearns will be all right. He is still wobbly. What a shock.
Haggler KOs William Caveman Lee in just 67 seconds in their March 1982 title fight.
Very beginning to upset the tempo of the champion, and he just stiff right hand by Haggler, hard left hand. Lee goes down, face down on the canvas. Lee says he's all right. He doesn't look it. He's in trouble. A right hand, a left hook to the side of the head. He is in serious trouble. A left hook to the jaw. Lee can barely. Haggler said he didn't want it to go very long, and it's not going to go very long. It is over. He's out of it. Marvin Haggler has knocked him out. Right hand. Then he lunged across the ring, and another left, and from that point on, Lee was never to shake it. Down, you can see the lunge across the ring by the champion Haggler. His case is gone right here, literally to regain his senses, but there is no place to go as Haggler pursued him across the ring.
Roberto Duran, nicknamed Hands of Stone. Duran delivered crippling body shots and had a vicious killer instinct.
Very popular, Roberto Stonehenge Duran.
February 24th, 1980, Duran destroys Wellington Wheatley by TKO in round 6.
Savuga hung in.
Mentally into the ropes in trouble. He's in trouble.
He's gone down.
To finish this off, he wants to go home. Wheatley's not having any of it.
Good right hand and a great combination. Round 6. It is all over.
Come like a summer storm, just keep hitting. These series of combinations, he could have stopped any time.
December 20th, 1975, Duran versus Leoncio Ortiz. A 15-round war and defending his titles, Duran finishes Ortiz in the very last round.
Round 10. Right hand, left combination. Back is laced with the rope. 2 left hooks, a right. I've got it on again. And you know, it's something when you try to take that, a right uppercut. You don't take that champion's title. Roberto Duran just keeps pumping and hooking Ortiz because he likes it. Oh, the right hand, 2 right hands land. And again, the challenger into the corner and does. Those do not land. Those are blocked. Ortiz with a good combination. The southpaw. Oh, a right hand by Duran. Neither punch lands. Both fighters tired. Left and right pretty straight by the champion to extend jab out there. Oh, a right uppercut by Ortiz. Oh, that right hand got through by Duran. Now they're opening up. Duran in the corner. And I wonder if he wants to keep him there. He does. And he gets him with a right hand as Duran pops him. Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier would be proud of this. I hope they're watching. Roberto Duran pushed to the limits. Fought. 27 seconds left. Oh, and the challenger is down. 7 seconds left in the round, and they're counting now. It's over. A knockout. We're 14 seconds left. A right hand uppercut.
A 14th round knockout for Duran. Lou Pizarro spent most of the fight running, on the back foot, trying to survive. But Duran finally caught him in the 14th.
By Duran. Oh, good right hand by Pizarro. The rest are 10 counts.
Were you surprised that everybody thinks that Pizarro might take this crown by outboxing?
The guy is in fantastic. Good right hand.
Has a slight throw. Take the right hand.
He's going away, and left hook to the body. But
That's going to depend on how long.
as I said, he's catching.
Duran has often.
Oh, he's hurt. A right hand and down to the hook. That's it.
Right mid
He's going to get up. He is definitely hurt. Oh, beautiful right hand. Really nice.
5 seconds left. And Pizarro's down at Duran.
That's it.
Met with the neutral corner on. Duran is right above us. No way. Look at this fellow. Lou Pizarro.
What a gutty fighter.
Knocked down.
What a gutty fighter.
The uppercut.
Oh, he is hurt. And another vicious right hand. He's down.
He's got 15 seconds left in round 14.
Oh, he's out.
Oh, look out. He's
out now. They should
Duran
have.
has knocked him out in the 14th round.
The referee should have stopped the fight. Now he's going to be taking a 10 count and possibly hurt. He's just throwing everything at him, hoping he finally knocks him down.
I was going to rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lennox is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah.
Are you saying now, Mike, that Mike?
Iron Mike Tyson. With explosive speed and freakish power, Tyson was a knockout machine who often ended fights in the first round. 13th of June, 1986. A 19-year-old Mike Tyson delivers a stunning left hook to drop Reggie Groves.
He is the most exciting heavyweight the world has been waiting for. The undefeated Mike Tyson from Catskill, New York.
Tyson destroys Olympic gold medal winner Tyrell Biggs.
Good, clean bout. Do you have any questions? Touch gloves, go back to your corner. Good luck.
Tyson's last ever professional win came against Clifford Etienne. Even though he was well past his prime, he still had one-punch knockout power.
Give me a good, clean fight, gentlemen. Obey my commands. Any questions, Mike? Any questions, Cliff? Touch them up, gentlemen. God bless. Good luck.
Tien reaches out with the left hand. Mike on top of him, bangs him with the left hook right away. Hangs on and walks him back and falls towards Mike Tyson. Good instructions given by the ref in the early going. Mike gets him with the right hand, and Tien is down. It's up to 5 and 6. He's not going to make it. 9 and 10. He knocks him out in the first round. Man, before the seats got hot in the pyramid, a crunching Clifford at the end, and it's all over. Mike Tyson in dramatic fashion knocks out Clifford Etienne in the early seconds of the first round. It came in a bolt out of the blue at 49 seconds of the first round. How about that? Wow! Well, you can say what you want, but he's the best first-round fighter, maybe in the history of the heavyweight division.
Sugar Ray Leonard. While not the most powerful puncher, Leonard had the speed, timing, and accuracy to finish elite opponents when it mattered.
In the red trunks, he's just done the ollie shuffle a couple of times and the crowd went ooh and ah.
The 24th of March, 1979. Sugar Ray, undefeated at 19-0, puts on a masterclass against the veteran Daniel Aldo Gonzalez with a first-round TKO.
Typical of him. First taught to him by Tom Johnson and Pat Nappy, Paralympic. And Gonzalez, who's not ever been knocked out. Eyes are glazed. He is up there. And he allows the fight to continue. And Sugar Ray has, in a sportsmanlike way, refrained from going after him. The right lead, the left, and the right. And Gonzalez is down again. Has a power that is very deceiving. Now Gonzalez is talking to the referee. I don't know what about. The referee has stopped the contest. It is over. The winner, Sugar Ray Leonard. It happened with such startling abruptness. See the left, and he left himself open for that counter right. Now here's the second. The right lead. So well used, followed by the left, and that was it. That was simply it.
Just one fight before he would win his first world title, Sugar Ray showed off his signature speed and deadly combinations with a knockout over Andy Price in round 1.
Maybe trouble the eyes. The bell for the start of action in round 1. In Los Angeles, he has great support. He is on Benitez for the title. Price face because Price can be hit with the right. Bell except in the final round. 19-foot, 6.5-inch range in there. That's what he must do. There, you see that? Set him up beautifully. And the right lead, which Leonard specializes in. And Price against the ropes. Leonard closed. And Leonard with much better power than he's given credit for. Hitting him with combination upon combination. Andy Price in trouble. First knockdown of the fight. And it came. He will not get up. What a stunning victory over a man. All the scuttlebutt around here by the wayside of the boxing. When you see Andy Price.
KO of the Year nominee in 1980, Sugar Ray flatlines Dave Boy Green in round 4 in his first defense of his world titles.
Minute in round 4. Oh, a right hand. Most fighters would have gone down. Combinations. Oh, and so long. What a series of punches. He is down the count, and it is over. Shades of Knoxville, Tennessee, and John Tate, the replay. Look at this. set him up with 3 punches. There's a right hand lead, followed by a left hook. Knocked the head off of most people, and the left hook. All right, another left hook, and snap.
Julian Jackson. Considered one of the hardest punchers pound for pound ever, Jackson could end a fight instantly with a single shot.
This is the toughest fight you're going to be in, Julian. My promoter, Dan King, sent a message with his son and told me that, hey, you better be ready to fight. And, you know, you better be prepared to take some good shot because this kid is good. And all these negative things were coming. And all I said to him, this kid, I said, you go back and tell your father that this is going to be my easiest fight. I went in that ring, man, and that ring was scheduled to go 12 rounds. I didn't get a scratch. I didn't get he hardly touched me. And I knocked him out in the 3rd round.
July 30th, 1989. Jackson scored a brutal knockdown to Terry Norris for the TKO win in round 2.
Incredible knockout ratio of Jackson.
Whoa! And then right in that, Terry Norris is gone. Terry Norris struggles to get up.
He beat the count. Cortez doesn't believe him.
That's it. Joe Cortez stops the fight. Norris did indeed beat the count.
Norris left, carrying a little bit. He just drops it there a little bit and just gave enough. Another right.
Raises the glove on its way over. Just nicking the glove, and I'm afraid the second punches are after the fact. It was the initial right. And a pretty good vertical leap as well.
February 25th, 1989. Jackson knocks out Francisco de Jesus.
Right uppercuts. Oh, that is an amazing ending. That was a short left from the champion. That is an amazing knockout. Well, we knew Jackson had a knockout punch, but my word, let's have a look at it again in slow motion, because this was such a sharp punch. There was the right, bang. Poor Chiquinho de Jesus, that short, chopping, swinging right-hander. Punch again from our overhead.
Round 2, a big right.
A right hand sends Harold Graham to the canvas unconscious.
That, I think, the eye that he's had the detached referee. Shot and rocked. Looking desperately for the big one-punch finish, Jackson, but can't find it.
Dick to have in front of him, trying to put a one-punch knockout and elbow on the ground. And this man is elusiveness like you've never known. Absolutely, to his credit, sticking to his task, as desperate as it is.
But falling ever further behind them. Oh no! That's what we were worried about. He won't get up from that.
He's out.
That's what we were worried about. He won't get up from that.
He's out.
A right hand. It's all over. Oh, would you believe it?
Unbelievable.
Would you believe it? And he's still out.
When you can punch like that, Dave, what can you say?
That is such cruel misfortune.
Evander Holyfield. More of a warrior than a one-punch KO artist, Holyfield broke opponents down with relentless pressure and volume.
Holyfield, 20-0 with 16 knockouts.
March 11th, 1989. Evander Holyfield versus Michael Dokes. An explosive heavyweight fight, but Holyfield gets the TKO in round 10.
It's Dokes that's beginning to wear out, but he's had a big lead in this round. And a right by Holyfield, followed by a right by Dokes, back off the combination. Holyfield throwing everything in his arsenal. 10th round. And that was inevitable, but what a fight Michael Dukes put up. It just seemed like he couldn't keep taking those heavy punishing blows. Now with his legs gone, he had...
July 15th, 1989. In round 2, Holyfield caught Rodriguez with a devastating right hand, followed by a flurry of punches that sent the Brazilian crashing to the canvas.
Rodriguez has responded. More surprised the way that not. Right now, Holyfield is getting untracked. He's finally woken up.
Fans are going wild, but down goes Rodriguez.
He's not getting up. He hit his head on the canvas, and he's not getting up.
It's all over here in the second round.
There's no reason now. You see, they're starting to talk to him. They're starting to get the reflexes to see what's wrong. And you can see the accuracy of the punch that knocked out. And you see how his head bounces off the canvas. See how this bounces right off. There it goes now. But watch Rodriguez's head as he goes down. Can't see it on that show.
He possesses a knockout punch. You can erase all that doubt. He does it in one punch.
Well, he certainly has answered to critics, and he certainly visited the unconscious world of boxing.
Rodriguez is up and on the stool.
James Buster Douglas had shocked the world earlier in 1990 by knocking out Mike Tyson, but his next fight he would be punished. In round 3, Holyfield timed a perfect right cross counter as Douglas attempted a slow uppercut.
Douglas around when he thinks Douglas is tired.
What a shot by Evander Holyfield! There's a new heavyweight champion of the world!
And how much more unlikely could this scenario be? Not Douglas winning early, back at one punch that changes the course of heavyweight history, at least momentarily. Good straight right hand by Holyfield for this right. You'll see a lazy left jab by Buster Douglas. The uppercut from way back. Well, the primary rule in boxing is you never throw an uppercut from far back.
From overhead, here comes that monstrous right.
That is as basic a mistake as you can make in boxing.
Julio Cesar Chavez. A body-punching master, Chavez ground down opponents with constant pressure and punishing power.
De Mexico, Julio Cesar Chavez.
Julio Cesar Chavez versus Bucksmith, December 18, 1999. Chavez wins via TKO in round 3.
Tiempo demasiado la cintura y ahora lo vemos más. Suelta vuelta derecha. Se fue más. Ahí se fue a soñar con los angelitos.
El parque de béisbol de Culiacán.
Lindo derechazo, un directo perfecto cruzado.
Julio César Chávez sabía que con esa combinación izquierda-derecha al mentón de Bucksmith iba a ser todo lo que le iba a dar su oponente. Ya en el segundo round lo había mandado a la lona en una ocasión. Es la victoria número 103 para el ex campeón mexicano, que posiblemente su próximo combate.
Another TKO in round 6, this time over Rodolfo Aguilar.
Doing so because of the movement.
And you saw that the right set Aguilar reeling for the moment.
There's that right hand, that beautiful looping right hand.
Chavez begins to look a little more composed again. It was even money here as to whether this bout would make it in any great fighter, and you get the impression that Chavez does.
Careful about the way he plants his feet. You see he has both feet. Those uppercuts and a looping right hand. Look at that.
In. And they do want in. And Richard Steele stops the fight. And Julio Cesar Chavez runs his record.
What wore Aguilar down was the inside fighting.
As you see this right hand land, you'll see right next to the eye on the temple, and Aguilar said,
one of the most stunning TKOs ever. Down on 2 scorecards, Chavez drops Meldrick Taylor to get the finish with 5 seconds left in the fight.
If he gets up,
he probably wins the fight.
Unbelievable! Unbelievable! Richard Steele stopped the fight with fewer than 5 seconds to go. You're going to watch Lou Duva go absolutely berserk.
The winner and now holder of both the WBC and IBF 140-pound championships from Culiacan, Mexico, Julio Cesar Chavez.
In career, you fought men who are stronger than you.
Oh, much stronger.
Who's the strongest?
No, the strongest.
Strongest man, just in terms of...
Ernie Shavers.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Ernie Shavers, widely regarded as the hardest puncher in heavyweight history. Shavers had terrifying one-punch knockout ability.
That's Shavers to your right. Henry Clark moving around a little bit.
September 28, 1976. Shavers wins via TKO over Henry Clark in their rematch fight in the second round.
I don't expect him to knock out Shavers.
Pretty good left.
Like Shavers.
Combination by Shavers. Really punishing Henry a bit. There's the hook by Henry. But as Jerry Quarry said...
Are really hurting Clark. But they do take their toll over a period of time. He got hit a right hand on top of the head there that seemed to affect him.
Henry in a little bit of trouble. Looks like most of them are not landing, but a few are.
You can see the defensive moves he's making.
A little bit flat-footed for a boxer. Misses with a hook wildly and then gets staggered a right hand, two of them by Shavers.
He got hurt by a hit on the back of the head with that shot.
Take a look. Shavers will see if he's a finisher or not. Henry is back in his own corner, and it has been stopped. LaBianco has stepped between the fighters.
Apparently, he does have that punching power, Tommy.
It took place.
Well, the punch I saw that hurt him came on the back of the head. Right here, you'll see it.
Right? Oh,
see
yeah.
It?
Oh, yeah.
Right on the back of the head. That's an illegal punch. It's actually a rabbit punch, but he got away with it and got a victory out of it.
Ooh, there's the fourth right hand, a pretty solid one. A hook that brings it back up, and that hand just missed because of the hook, as you've said.
There's a right uppercut that came in here that was a vicious shot.
And
right there.
April 16th, 1977. He viciously stops Howard Smith, snapping his head back with raw power for the finish in round 2.
A little bit of killer in him, too. He went for the kill no matter where Howard was.
But now he still has to maintain because Smith has had a full minute to relax and rest.
Hasn't he got to move, though, Jerry? Hasn't he got to jab and move away from him? A lot of instructions from Boss Man Jones and Slayton, but that won't help Howard Smith right now.
Those punches. Round throwing good right hands to the body now. Oh, and a right hand on the button. Smith is out on his feet.
Uh-oh, now he stumbles to the far side. He's calling the fight off. Howard's staggering back into his own corner.
His left leg.
Blackie and Gennaro and the group are bringing Ernie right above us.
He was doing the same thing that Shavers was doing earlier. Holding behind the head. Now right hand there. That's what started Smith on his way out.
It looks to me like the left hook was one of the best things that Ernie hit with. There you see Howard just trying to go to the other side of the ring, and the legs just wouldn't make it work.
Shavers was backed up into the ropes in round 1, defending a barrage of punches coming from Jimmy Young. But one powerful uppercut is all it would take from Shavers to get the knockout.
I know that I'm the baddest heavyweight in the world today. Muhammad Ali had his day. He's on his way out. I'm here now. And we all know we can't go on forever. But I want the people to recognize me as a champion. I never put on airs that I'm as great as I will be as great as Muhammad Ali.
Larry Holmes, Known more for his razor-sharp jab and technical brilliance, Holmes still had respectable power and finished fights with precision and endurance-based stoppages. In his first heavyweight title defense, he knocks out Alfredo Evangelista in the 7th round.
Measure the man, and he is really trying hard to put him away. But he,
Well, I think that should be the start of something big. Oh, he's out. It's over. Right. Flashing right, and look at Evangelista. Now Holmes measuring the opponent, and he got the right in there, and down went Evangelista, right between
that Evangelista had his guard up and down. The challenger tumbled, and it took some time to get him up, and he is still very groggy. Here's the decision.
He knocks down Ossie Ocasio 4 times to get the TKO win in round 7.
So Holmes is right, as you get hurt. There, he was staggered right there with a left, with the head held forward. There's the left, and says the fight can continue. And out Larry wants now to finish it, of course. There's the right. Ocasio, now there's the 3rd knockdown. Ocasio shakes his head. He wants to go on. Go on. How much longer? That should do it. Recognizing that Ocasio had only 13 local stations. 7th round. Congratulations to him.
A much older, well past his prime Holmes knocks out Michael Greer.
Let's get it on. The crowd is really getting into this one. It's like looking at Michael Greer like a bad stepchild. The jab is there. The hands down by the waist. Holmes is now taking some big shots. I guess that's what you get when you get Larry. Oh, that's right. And there it is. Oh! Unbelievable. He is out. Greer and pounding him with the right. Another right. Just loading up on that right hand. Body shot coming up right there, and down one Michael Greer. As we take a look, and Michael Greer stopped punching and then went face down. Big knockout for Larry Holmes.
Thomas, the Hitman, Hearns. The Hitman delivered brutal knockouts with his lethal right hand, especially at welterweight and light middleweight. November 6, 1993, Hearns finishes Andrew Maynard in the 1st round.
And will stand up to that. Had it in a cast for a gold medalist, Andrew Maynard, in the Seoul Olympics. Sharp as attack, isn't he, the Hitman? This is almost like
I've ever seen. Just a stumble.
The man in the zebra trunks is being hunted here, isn't he? What punching power by Hearns.
At times in other fights, he's managed to recover.
Yeah, I don't.
That was a straight shot, but it was a punch, Reg.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to know. No, he doesn't want to know. With 29 seconds to go, and it's all over in the opening round. What a comeback for this man. One of the great fighters, 35 years old.
Here, I mean, they'd be better trying to grab hold of Hearns.
Yeah, absolutely.
All over. See, that's the one I like. No doubt the damage was done with the shots before that.
Right now we're set to go. At stake, the WBA welterweight championship of the world. That's the 147-pound division.
The Hitman won his first world title over Jose Cuevas via TKO in round 2.
Got a lot of problems with Thomas. Oh, right hand gets through. Big right hand again. Look at this shot. He's ready to go. Bobby not very patient here. He's throwing wild shots, but a lot landing. Look at him looking to drop that big right now. Oh, the right hand hit. Oh, big shot with the right hand on the ear. Able to get up. His legs are not there. It's up to 8. And he stops the fight, and he should. Pino Cuevas' legs are shot. Stanley Cristoduro did the right thing. He may be criticized, but this man is your brand new welterweight champion of the world.
Hearns knocks out the legendary Roberto Duran with a scary right hand.
Roberto Duran up at will. A solid right, and down goes Duran. Duran is on the canvas and looks stunned. Hearns. Hearns lands a combination and Duran waving at him to come at him, but meanwhile taking punishment. And he must finish the 8 count, and there's the bell that ends round number 1. Just trying to cover up. Another solid right hand by Thomas Hearns in a combination. On instinct, though, Gil. He's just hanging a big right hand. That's it, Tim. A huge right hand. Thomas Hearns right to the cheekbone of Roberto Duran, and it is all over. A second-round knockout for the Hitman, Thomas Hearns, who said he would knock out Duran in 2, and he did just that. He sure did.
It is befitting that I leave the game just like I came in, beating a big, bad monster who knocks out everybody and no one can whoop him. That's when that little Cassius Clay from Louisville, Kentucky came up and stopped Sonny Liston, the man who annihilated Floyd Patterson twice. He was going to kill me. But he hit harder than George. His reach was longer than George. He's a better boxer than George. And I'm better now than I was when you saw that 22-year-old undeveloped kid running from Sonny Liston. I'm experienced now, professional. Jaw's been broke, been knocked down a couple of times. I'm bad. Been chopping trees. I done something new for this fight. I done wrestled with an alligator. That's right. I have wrestled with an alligator. I done tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning, throw thunder in jail. That's bad. Only last week, I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean, I make medicine sick.
Man, dude.
Bad. Fast. Last night, I cut the light off in my bedroom, hit the switch, was in the bed before the room was dark.
Incredible.
Fast.
Incredible.
And you, George Foreman, all of you chumps are gonna bow when I whoop him. All of you. I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time. Though not a traditional knockout artist, Ali's precision, speed, and accumulation of punches led to many stoppages. May 25, 1965. In a rematch of their first fight, Ali knocks out Sonny Liston in the first round with a quick right hand that many called the Phantom Punch.
In a moment, as Liston reaches with the left leg, Clay will counter with a right over the left and drops the challenger.
October 30th, 1974, the Rumble in the Jungle. Ali used the now famous rope-a-dope strategy to wear down the undefeated and terrifying puncher, George Foreman, and knock him out in the 8th round.
Very even fight. Ali, a sneaky right hand. Another sneaky right hand. This time he works over the shoulder of Foreman. It's a combination.
The greatest fight of his life. Watch it now, watch it closely there. Suddenly the moment came. Watch it. And that was no phantom. That was no phantom punch. And he's down and out. However many times you look at that, it's the clearest punch you could see.
Here's the bell, and here's Les Kiter. All right, Van, Cassius Clay backs away from a wild left hand.
November 14th, 1966. Ali delivered a near-flawless performance, showcasing blistering speed and precise punching. He knocks down Williams 3 times in round 2 and finishes the fight in round 3.
Right left as he backs away, weaving clockwise, a hard left turn, the right to the nose. He's up at 2, but he'll take a mandatory 8 count. Left, a right, a left. Williams with his back to us is getting hit at will. A left, a right. Clay has him going down on his, sitting down above us. He gets up immediately. 12 seconds left in the round. A left misses by Williams. Williams will survive the round. A right, a left by Clay, a left and a right. Williams flat on his back. But the bell will ring, but they'll keep counting. And Kessler says, no, the round is over. They told us that the count would continue. Williams was flat on his back. Kessler called the end of round 2. Williams, with that age, apparently slowing him up. And he's a target. Here's a left and a right by Clay. Backing away, goes into a shuffle. A right, left, right by Clay, a left. Williams trying to protect himself. Can't do it. Left to the face, a left and a right. Williams down. He may not get up. This is the 4th knockdown. Mandatory 8 count, and he now... Clay goes after him. Clay has a target now. 4 knockdowns already. He's hitting with a barrage of left and right. Left, right. Clay feels he's got him now. Cuts him on the back of the ear and almost knocked him down. But Williams now, stand-up style, backing away. Clay hits him with a left to the face. Pathley takes a left and a right in his own corner, right, and the referee stops the fight. It's all over. Clay wins by a technical knockout in round number 3. The winner by a technical knockout and still heavyweight champion of the world, Cassius Clay. And now the ring is suddenly full of people. They haven't made the announcement.
Lennox Lewis, a calculated and powerful puncher. Lewis used his size and technique to score devastating knockouts. November 17, 2001. After being knocked out by Rahman in their first fight, Lewis came back with a vengeance in the rematch. In round 4, he landed a perfectly timed 1-2 combination that left Rahman unconscious before he hit the canvas.
They're telling him not to counterpunch. Boom! Boom! Will Rahman get up? 7, 8, 9. It's over. Lennox Lewis got revenge. Captured his revenge. And now it's Rahman complaining in the corner.
Some of his supporters thought he could have done to Holyfield if he had decided to be more aggressive.
Importantly, he didn't try to close in. Everything was out in the open. That's the way you want to fight a punch.
Set it all up with the left hand by firing aggressively, keeping his left hand in Rahman's face.
Lennox Lewis versus Andrew Gallardo. Gallardo was considered dangerous, but Lewis demolished him in just 95 seconds.
And the other one wants it badly.
Center ring. Right hand over the top by Lewis. Gallardo momentarily stunned. Left hook by Lewis. Gallardo goes down. Only the second time in his career that Andrew Gallardo has been down, and he is extremely wobbly.
Right. Hold on, let's go. This fight is over. The referee should stop it already.
A lot of time, but he has absolutely nothing as Bill Lewis pounds him to the canvas again.
He won't make
That's it. That's it. Tremendous statement by Lennox Lewis. Here's the first overhand right. And Gallardo was hurt from that, and then the left hook knockdown coming here. And Gallardo just with no defense against Lewis's power shots.
Knew the talent that Lennox possessed. It's just that he was hurt badly by the mishap on the Riddick Bowe situation.
Gallardo's whole reputation was based on his 2 trips with Bowe, and off of this you have to say
He really didn't take this fight serious because he too cheated himself when he didn't fight Lennox Lewis when the fight was at prime time.
another look at the intense first-round destruction of Andrew Gallardo by the thunderous punches of Lennox Lewis.
Lennox Lewis versus Mike Tyson. In one of the most anticipated heavyweight fights ever, Lewis used his jab and superior range to punish Tyson. In the 8th round, he crushed Tyson with a devastating right hand that ended the fight.
He's never had a knockout past the 7th round. Lennox Lewis tripled Mike Tyson with a big uppercut. Thinking that Tyson's knee touched the canvas. ready. Lennox Lewis trying to finish off Mike Tyson.
Yeah, you can't take that from him.
Big right hand from Lewis, and Tyson goes down. 8, 9. It's over. Lennox Lewis cements his legacy as one of the best heavyweight champions of this era.
Nobody should be able to, there's no one in the world can take that from Lennox Lewis now. He is no doubt the best heavyweight of all time. What he's done clearly puts him on top of the heap.
He fought a virtually perfect fight, George.
There's no doubt about it. He did everything.
He controlled it from the beginning. He was patient. He never let Tyson get off. Tyson looked old and slow. And you know, George, when you look back at history, at fighters like Tyson, from Dempsey to Marciano to Frazier, all of those fighters retired at the age of 32.
David Tua, with a granite chin and monstrous left hook, Tua was a compact powerhouse capable of ending fights in seconds.
Fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trimmed with white letters and weighing in at 225 pounds. He comes to us from Auckland, New Zealand, with a perfect record of 22-0, 18 KOs to his credit. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the undefeated challenger, David Tua.
David Tua versus John Ruiz. Tua came out of his corner like a cannon and destroyed Ruiz with a brutal left hook just seconds into the fight.
John Ruiz, 225. Listed as having a reach advantage here. We'll see how he uses it. Tua with a big left hook, and Ruiz in trouble. It comes right at him. Another big bomb, and Ruiz is down. This could almost be over now. Tua came storming out. It's over. And David Tua, as advertised, the left hook. And for a fight of this level in which both men come in with good credentials, David Tua wins it in shocking fashion. A stunning array of power. 19 seconds. And this one is over. Concern for John Ruiz. Tony Perez stopped the count at 5. Gave the physicians 5 seconds more. And John Ruiz, he's up and will get quite a nice round of applause here.
David Tua versus Michael Moore. Former heavyweight champion Moore was no match for Tua's aggression. After an early exchange, Tua hurt him and followed up with a barrage that forced the ref to stop the fight.
I get Biabucci.
The Biabucci fight was unbelievable.
Yeah, they've both been in those type fights.
Scheduled for 10, not for 12.
Get off his head.
And David Tua gets in 2 body punches early. The rib cage of Moore, and down goes Moore.
I say Moore leading in. Oh, it's over with.
And that's what makes David Tua David Tua.
Effective there.
There's a hard right hand by Tua. Way to talk about how much he's improved his right hand. That was a straight right cross.
It was more of a right hook, I think.
Yeah, right swept it a little, you're right.
And Moore didn't even see it.
Well, Michael Moorer said, no matter what happens, even if I lose the fight, that's not the end of me as a contender, because lots of things can happen in the heavyweight division. Nature of the loss, he may be whistling in the dark.
It may be very difficult for him to come back, and especially in view of the fact that he has not done anything impressively for the most part in the last 8 years.
July 17th, 1997. In a tough competitive fight, Tua stayed patient. In the 11th round, he unleashed a devastating left hook that knocked Oleg Muskaev out cold.
10. There's a left hook that got through. Short to the right.
Muskaev is now starting to show a little.
He lands a left hook. Goes Tua. There's the bell.
Up to this point. There's a good left hook by Tua. And he's got it right.
He's got him in trouble here in the 11th. David Tua. And they've stopped it. Well, we were questioning him. And he came up big again late in the fight. Stoppage. The left hook there over the glove. That hurt him. He got a clean right to the jaw, but it was that left hand there that was the really damaging blow. A couple of freebies here with Moskaev out of it. And then that left hook up, he really didn't even need it again.
Again, you see Tua now. We mentioned he had been on a roll at the end of the last round. When he gets you hurt, he is one dangerous guy. Look at the stamina he has. This is the 11th round of a fight, and he still has all that power.
Sonny Liston. Liston had freakish strength and a jab that hit like a right hand, making him one of the most feared punchers of his time.
Sonny Liston moves out to face the big chance of his 28 years of a turbulent life.
September 25th, 1962. Liston bulldozed the reigning heavyweight champion Floyd Patterson in just over 2 minutes, flooring him with a left hook that left no doubt who the real power in the division was.
A left, a grazing right, and a solid left to the cheekbone dropped the champion. Patterson is unable to tie up Liston in the clinches. Now that final combination, the left, the grazing right, and then a solid left.
Second of July, 1963.
First out of the ring, the former champion and now the challenger, Floyd Patterson, 28 years old, the only man ever to hold the heavyweight title twice. The heavyweight champion, Sonny Liston, 30 years old, and the man who won that title last September at Comiskey Park, Chicago.
In the rematch, Liston once again destroyed Patterson in the very first round, proving the first fight was no fluke. A thunderous right hand finished Patterson even quicker than the first time.
Trying to get underneath the champion's straight punches, runs into a right uppercut which sets up the challenger. Challenger's long right hand grazes the champion's chin, but Liston's countering left hook is on target and sets up the second knockdown. Two jarring right hands are followed by the knockout blow, the left uppercut. Here comes that first uppercut and the punches that follow. That series of power punches that dropped Patterson for the second time. And here comes the final sequence in the knockout.
Liston advances menacingly, putting tremendous pressure on his opponent.
April 12th, 1960. Liston beats former world title challenger Roy Harris in round 1.
Sonny floors Harris with a smashing left hook. Liston goes after Harris and lands a beautiful overhand right, which floors Roy for the second time. Liston moves in with a devastating right to the head, which floors Harris for the fourth time. Canvas, the referee moves in and calls a halt to the fight. Giant-hearted Roy Harris didn't have enough weapons for Sonny Liston, but he demonstrated tremendous courage.